All right, we've got Congressman Ron DeSantis joining us right now, Republican from the beautiful state of Florida. Now, he has been pushing a bill that would offer some of the same restrictions the White House is looking for in its immigration order, but in sticking to the law. And obviously not to try to invite the wrath of judges. He joins us right now. Congressman, good to have you.
I'm not singing Adele for you, Neil, but it's good to be here.
Oh, that's too bad. Then goodbye, Congressman. It's been very nice having you. Do you like Adele, by the way? Do you like her music?
Well, she's very talented, and it didn't surprise me that she swept it. Although I did not watch it. I fell asleep.
Really? Okay, I'll let that go. Congressman, it's very nice to have you here, and obviously you're trying to make right something that to hear the Trump folks tell some judges on the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in San Francisco made wrong. How do you hope to do that?
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned the bill, because this is something we did last Congress, and we did enumerate countries like Somalia, like Libya, like Syria. So these countries were never picked out of thin air. They were countries that the Congress had determined, the Obama administration had identified as being countries that were either state sponsors of terrorism or had terrorist groups controlling significant portions of the country. And so in those situations, we just don't have an adequate way to vet them. So I think that, although I think the president was within his rights to do what he did, because Congress has empowered the president in a federal statute to prevent entry from aliens from countries if he deems it to be detrimental to the national security interests. And so I think the easiest thing would be for them to do at this point is to probably retool the executive order so that you're not getting into issues about green card holders and the like, and basically make it a straight up restriction for foreign nationals who don't have status in our country. Even the Ninth Circuit, I think it would be hard for them to try to find standing in that type of situation.
Yeah, we should always stress, I know you have in the past, that the Ninth Circuit is one of the more overruled courts in America for this type of reason. But having said that, I'm wondering, there's a debate, I guess, out in the White House, what the president should do, that maybe had he prepared this better and dealt with the green cards up front, or given people more notice, or that this wasn't a Muslim ban or what have you. How is yours going to stay clear of that, the Muslim thing? Because invariably the 7 countries we're talking about here, if it is these 7 countries, well, they also happen to be Muslim nations. So how do you get away from a rap now that's going to be popular with judges who fine-tune these things to say, aha, you're being selective of people based on religion?
Well, because the facts are the facts, and those countries are identified based on the threats that are posed to the security of the United States and to the regions that they're in, not necessarily because, I mean, we don't have Indonesia, which is the biggest Muslim country in the world, on any of these lists, because even though there are problems there, we haven't seen the same threats emanating from there as we have from places like Somalia. So I think that those judges, when they go in and look at a very small number of countries and say that, to me, I think they're departing from simply applying the law, and I think that they're trying to second-guess the policy judgments made by both the Congress and the President. That is not their role, and it's not clear to me that this district court in Seattle is willing to confine himself to the true judicial role, which is why maybe doing a new executive order may make sense. So I can't guarantee you that a court is not going to stick its nose in, because we've seen that in these 2 decisions already. I don't think either of them were solidly grounded in the law, and I think that there is going to be a movement for left-wing judges in the federal courts to just try to stop and throw a monkey wrench into the gear shifts of whatever this president tries to do. And I think, look, if they're right on the law, then that's their job. But they don't have the authority to go beyond deciding cases and controversies and trying to second-guess judgments made by the political branches that are not their purview.
Well put. Congressman, thank you. Good seeing you.
Thank you.